When we started this day, we plan to begin hour 18 with news of a proposal by several alderwomen tackling bad police raids. But then the mayor threw a curveball, a new plan.
A curveball indeed. All the result of our exclusive investigation into the raid of Anjanette Young's home, leaving her naked and handcuffed. We have team coverage tonight. CBS 2 investigator Dave Savini first broke the story of Anjanette Young and has been exposing wrong raids in the city for years. We begin, though, with CBS 2's Chris Ty with the two proposals at play. He's live at City Hall. Chris.
That's right, Brad and Erica, some of the most powerful here at City Hall, saying this is a full court press to dismantle some of the most systemically racist policies on the books in the city of Chicago. We are now aware of two efforts to re-engineer what happens before, during, and after Chicago police raids.
When the 12 police officers barreled into her home unannounced with their battery rams, it was the last straw in a long history of police misconduct.
That last straw has given birth to a first of its kind. The Anjanette Young Ordinance will be introduced to City Council Friday. If passed, it would reform what happens before, during, and after moments like this.
Not only helps me, but helps future, people who may have experiences with this police department.
The wrong raid on her home 2 years ago this week was first exposed by CBS 2 investigator Dave Savini. Police entered the wrong home, leaving Young naked, ignored, and humiliated.
What happened to Miss Young was dehumanizing, it was humiliating, and it should never happen again.
The ordinance sweeping. It calls for all raids to include a knock, an announcement, and no less than 30 seconds wait to break down a door. It calls for residential search warrants to be limited between 9 a.m. and 7 p.m. Any informants that provide bad tips can't be used again. It calls for body cameras to roll the entire raid, and for police to limit raids when children and vulnerable people aren't there, and special plans if they are. It first heads to Council's Public Safety Committee for review.
This is going to codify these reforms into city code. This is going to make it the law of our city.
Which takes it further than executive actions put forth by the mayor's office. The same mayor's office that tried blocking our access to the footage that set much of this in motion.
It happened under the purview of a Black police superintendent. The subsequent cover-up happened under the purview of a Black woman mayor. Identity without action is bankrupt.
I haven't really had a chance to look at it because they didn't contact us ahead of time.
The mayor says the ordinance fails to reference CPD procedures at all. Procedures, she says, the department plans to update just days from now.
Next week, we will be revealing revised general order regarding search warrants.
So those two plans, what's next for them? The mayor says at some point next week they will roll out the policies that will govern the times, places, and procedures for police raids. That will be new, and of course we'll cover that. As far as what's next for that ordinance presented by those 5 alderwomen, it formally gets read at council on Friday. Its first step up for review will be from the city's Public Safety Committee. Live at City Hall, Chris Ty, CBS 2 News.
Chris, thank you.
All right, so maybe that will all be moot. Let's bring in CBS 2 investigator Dave Savini, who spent countless hours, 2+ years investigating these wrong raids. Dave, the mayor announced her first search warrant and raids reform policy about a year ago. A fail, really. Your investigation showed bad raids continued even after that. Now she's taking really another stab at it, right?
That's right. The first policy she created back in January of 2020 failed miserably. Maybe that's why these city council members didn't run this legislation, the draft of it, in front of her. And of course, she said today, now the mayor said that she's about to launch her own new policy, yet another one next week. People that are frustrated by these raids, the victims say, what good are all of these policies and changes if you don't follow the ones on the books? If nobody is disciplined, and there needs to be a discipline component, what good are these rules?
And Dave, now that the lawsuit's been filed in Anjanette's case, what's the next step? In the legal process, after a complaint comes discovery, the quest to get documents, more evidence, is that coming?
So I talked to her attorney, and he's going to be taking an aggressive move to get those discovery documents. That means he's going to have subpoena power to get whatever records he can get his hands on involving Anjanette Young's raid. Critical parts here involve the body camera videos. There were 6 body camera videos, including the one you're looking at right here, that were never turned over to Keenan Salt or her attorney or Anjanette until CBS 2 broke the story nearly 2 years after the raid. This video is critical because it showed police didn't turn over the very first rifle to be trained on her. That's a use of force, and that's a big deal in court. And so he might be seeking sanctions.
So Keenan, does this mean you're going to go after the city law department for sanctions for not turning over these key body camera videos?
That is something that we're certainly considering. I find it galling that they felt the need to try to have me sanctioned for making public and shining the light on the improper conduct that Ms. Young suffered. And at the same time, all the while they knew. So even after they filed the motion for sanctions against me, they were still withholding videos from us.
So sanctions can be critical. If he wins a sanction case against the city, a jury gets to hear about the cover-up, and who knows what that could say about a verdict in a case like this.
Okay, CBS 2 investigator Dave Savini. Dave, thank you. Dave was the first reporter in Chicago to expose the Anjanette Young raid. To see his past stories, go to our app, CBS Chicago, and click on the Investigators tab.